I got blisters on my heels from walking all over you. All these years. And you tell me it's the same. Well, I'm still waiting for you. And I tried to get attached to someone new, but I still get stuck in you. But I don't want to. Buenos tardes. Ym&t. Boom, let's do this. I'm gonna scoot this a little forward though. But I did want you to see my fairy lights. This is my room, this is what it is. And yeah, this is my apartment in Madrid. I am living in this apartment, it's very cool. Here's all of my people, my family and friends. Your girl's sick, but y'all wanted a life update from Spain. So let's kick it into high gear. This tea today I'm drinking is, if you didn't see in the package whenever we were in the kitchen, black tea with orange and cinnamon. So it's very good, it's very good. So I guess let's sit and chat, There's a lot of space. Let's see if we can fix this. I wanted you to see my fairy lights, but I think to get them all in the frame, it's like very far away. So anyway, you can see the glistening lines. Boop, boop, boop. So here I am in my apartment. I've shared this apartment with two other people. Danny is my one flatmate. He is from Brazil, but he speaks Spanish and English. And Andrea is the other flatmate, and she is from Spain, but she studied for 2 years in the UK, so she has a very good English accent, which is very cool. I thought she was from England. That's how good it is. But she speaks Spanish and English as well. And I have practiced my Spanish with them a lot. I think my Spanish has actually come a long way since I first got here. It's still not great. It's very grammatically incorrect a lot of the time. But my accent is getting a little bit better. En mi opinión. Let's update you. The last time we talked, I hadn't started my job yet, and I hadn't moved into my apartment. So now I have done that and that. So I work about 20 hours a week, and I teach at private academies, and I also do tutoring. I tutor 6 hours a week, and then the other 14 is spent at 4 different locations. Which gets very exhausting because most of my day is spent commuting on the metro. Which is fine, but when you're on the metro a lot, you run out of things to do besides check Instagram 57 times. So I need to figure out new things to do because I'm super bored. Teaching is going well for the most part. I have a couple groups of students that are pains in my butt, pains in my culo, if you will. The thing with Spanish kids is that a lot of them don't understand me whenever I speak English. So, but I have to teach in total English. And also, I don't really know a lot of Spanish anyway, so that works out. But in terms of when they throw scissors at each other or when they, hit each other with their backpacks, I don't know how to say, hey, cut that out in Spanish. I don't know how to say that stuff. So it gets very difficult, and then it gets really rowdy and chaotic in the classroom. There have been a few times with my younger, I have a group of 6 younger boys. They're 8 years old, 8 or 9. It'll get really crazy, and they'll try to stab each other with scissors, and I don't really know how to tell them to not do that. I've tried everything. I've tried physically going over and moving them and being stop doing that, and moving their body and putting them in the chair and being sit down. I've also tried to be the really nice teacher that's all oh well, I'm your friend. And I've also tried to be the very strict teacher. Nothing's really worked so far, so not to be discouraging or negative, but that kind of sucks. I also teach 4th of ESO, 1st of ESO, and even like all the way down to infants. So I'm teaching a wide variety of students. I also teach adults in businesses. So like watchmakers in like a very fancy schmancy business building. That's actually probably my favorite people to teach so far. Because they're adults. They're like 30-something, 40-something. And yeah, it's been fun. Because they're kind of like, I don't know, you can have more intelligent conversation instead of just, this color's blue, this color's red. Anyway, so I teach a wide variety of Spanish people. Yeah, so that's pretty much the update on my like work life. Social life and traveling and things. I have been to Morocco, I've been to Salamanca, and I just booked flights to go to Paris next month, and I'm also going to the UK next month. I'm going to Scotland and England, so super, super fun. So far, I've traveled a lot since I've been here, I think, and Morocco was amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. You can still barely see, I had a henna tattoo on this hand, and that part it just won't budge, it just won't go. And I don't know how to wipe it off. I don't know how to wash it, but 3 weekends ago now, I was in Morocco. I went with a group of 50 strangers, and I met a bunch of people. I made a lot of friends. It was cool. I drank so much mint tea in Morocco. We went to the blue city, Chefchaouen, which was like, everything was blue from top to bottom. All the buildings were blue. People were selling stuff in the streets, or they were trying to get you to buy stuff. Yeah, really neat stuff happening. In Salamanca last weekend was really fun too. We went out dancing till like 4 a.m. And Salamanca is a really beautiful city. It's about 2.5 hours drive from Madrid. We rented vans and we went with a group of there was 16 of us or 17 of us. It was really fun too. Yeah, I'm making a lot of friends. I'm doing a bunch of stuff. There's a festival that's been going on this week called Tapapiés, which is in a neighborhood called Lavapiés in Madrid. It's really trendy. There's 50 bars that are participating in this event, and what it is you just go, and it's like a €1.50 for a tapa, or €2.50 if you get a tapa and a beer, and you just go from bar to bar, and they have curry and rice, they have chocolate eclairs filled with meat. That was interesting. There's rolls, there's chicken wraps, a lot of good eats. And then of course they have Estrella beer, which is, it's just beer. But it's €1, so I'm not gonna not get it, What else has happened? I've done more open mic night stuff. I've been trying to introduce my songs in Spanish, which is kind of cool. I'm not very good at it yet, but my Spanish is getting better, of course. I went to a concert last night, which by the time I upload this video will not be last night. It will be maybe a couple days from now. And it was Unknown Mortal Orchestra. They came to Madrid, which is a very indie, almost EDM, but with jazzy kind of vibey. It's super vibey. If I had to describe it, it would be vibey. It was a really cool venue. It was at the Salamon, Madrid, something like that. Tickets were only €16, and there was a stage and then vines hanging down and stuff. I've been to Brunch in the Park in Madrid, which is an event that happens it's every Sunday in September and October. I think this Sunday's the last Sunday. It's a series, but I went to the one Sunday 3 weeks ago, or maybe 4 weeks ago now, and it was EDM music in a park that's wide open space and super rave, crazy times. Not a big fan of EDM, but it was still, for the experience, amazing. Something that I've learned recently is that city life is awesome and also kind of hectic. There's always stuff to do in Madrid. First of all, I've never lived in a city. I grew up in a small town in Ohio, and so I never have lived in a city. I've visited Chicago every year. I have stepsisters that live in Chicago, and I've been to New York, and I've been to Miami. I've been to big cities, but living in one is different because I've made friends, but I don't have a lot of consistent friends yet. I don't have deep, close friendships yet, which is something that I crave. But I know it takes time. I've only been here for almost 2 months. So the friendships that I've made, they're gonna be very surface levelly, fun, let's go out kind of stuff, and not a lot of let's sit and drink tea and have deep conversations kind of thing, which is fine. And I know it takes a while for those things to develop, but that's just something that I've noticed is, especially in the city, like I'm hanging out with a different person every single day of the week. And it just, I'm meeting so many people, so many interesting people from everywhere, from America to Norway to Spain to Brazil to England, everywhere, all around the world. Everyone comes and congregates in Madrid and teaches here or studies, and it's cool. But I haven't had like consistent friends yet, or like, I don't know, friends that I consider close yet, but I know it takes time. That's just something that I've noticed about like living in the city is like you meet so many people. You go out to Tapapias, for example, and I met a guy from Italy and a girl from Germany and another girl from Italy, and it's just you meet them and then you're like, well, see ya, nice to meet ya. You know, you hang out and it's fun, and then you say bye and you might never see them again. But it's all right. Everyone is there for the night and then that's it. It's just this idea of meeting people and then like maybe never seeing them again is so weird to me because I come from a small town in Ohio, like I said. I'm used to a lot of consistency with my friend groups, like almost to the point where I get sick of them. But at least there's consistency, so like you have time to like let things develop. Whereas here, you have to really make an effort to want to see someone again. Like you have to say like, oh, let me add you on WhatsApp and we'll message. And then I message them and I ask them to go to coffee, and maybe they're busy, or maybe they ask me and I'm busy, and then it like, we never reconnect, we never hang out again. You have to like meet people, like going in, you need to have a mindset of, if I never see this person again, I'll be cool with it. Because if you get too attached, you get really sad because someone might like leave and then you never see them, and you have to be okay with that. So it's just, it makes meeting people very like, you just skip, it's like skipping a rock over a lake. It's like boom, 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 and the rock might never like sink where you want it to sink. Analogies, am I right? That's my life update, I guess. That's the biggest thing I've noticed. Comment below if you want me to maybe do like a weekly or bi-weekly life update, or you can ask me questions. I kind of want to do more ym&t stuff where I'm just like sitting and like processing, because a lot of my day I spend commuting and I have a lot of time to think, but I don't have a lot of time to really reflect, because it's always like I gotta go from this bus to this line in the metro to that line in the metro, and then I walk 5 minutes, and then I get to my school, and then I have to teach, and then I have to sit, and I have to lesson plan, and then I have to come back, and it's like not a lot of time to sit and reflect and really like soak in like, okay, what has happened? So anyway, thanks so much for joining me for ym&t. This was my little life update, and comment below what other kind of videos you want from me. Maybe something in Spanish? I don't know if I'm good enough at Spanish yet. Hasta luego. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao.